Former Husker Hooper continues his career in the NBA. Bryce McGowens signs a two-way contract with the Portland Trail Blazers. After spending the first 2 seasons of his professional career with the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets waived McGowens, their 2022 second-round draft pick, last week, and he now teams up with fellow former Husker Delano Banton in Portland. Nebraska has also released this season's non-conference schedule. You can find that on our Local 4 website.